Welcome, my Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Signs, and Crosswatchers. Welcome to your Timeless True Love Timeline reading. I am your reader, Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short. They're just my initials. I'm not bad. It's just spelled like that. I didn't make up the rules. I am a professional witch, a professional intuitive, the president of Drawing the Circle Productions, incorporated since 1998, author of 2 different books, with a third one in progress. That's Spell Ingredients from a Professional Witch and Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. There is a Kindle version of Words of Grace. There is a link in the description box, and if you click it, you can preview a good chunk of it for free, including the table of contents. You will see it is divided primarily into chakra chapters. This is a chakra-dense read, so maybe you'll find it helpful. The Kindle version is lovely, with the original PDF of Words of Grace, and the only place to get spell ingredients from a professional witch is patreon.com/drawing the circle in our digital store. I love that we have one of those there. Some of my subscribers get spell ingredients and or Words of Grace as part of their benefit package, but all of my subscribers get 3 benefits in common. They get a daily check-in, an unlisted YouTube live stream link that I send them pretty much every single morning, where we chat about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, ending with a meditation, a prayer, something to send us on our way. It is the wisest way for this witch to start the day, considering I am moving my home from Long Island to Saratoga Springs, New York, in, oh my god, less than 3 weeks at the time of this recording. So, yeah, it's the best thing ever for me. I love the daily check-ins. They also get all the extended readings, the part 2s to the part 1s here on YouTube. All soulmate, twin flame, true love. In fact, the Path of True Love readings with extended, you can see this as a companion, shorter reading. They also get an extensive discount on private sessions with me, spiritual counseling and readings in person on Zoom, all of that. We'll talk about that at the end of the reading. And we have 2 7-day free trials for Seeker and Human, first 2 levels of subscription. Check us out for a week if you like. And everybody who's done that has stayed at least a month, because then they get the extensive discount on private sessions with me. There's a lot going on. I love it over there. You can follow us as a free, so it's not really a subscriber as free, but you have access to the public content, which I'm putting more and more and more out there just specifically for Patreon. So I love it. Click the link, check it out. We have a lovely menu, and things just keep getting better. Yeah, come Patreon on Patreon, because I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons. So much simpler though to call me Mal, because you're Capricorns and I'm sure you have a lot of work to do, so 3 letters is better than all of that, huh? Let's get down to business. Very glad to be doing this instead of managing this gigantor move in my life. We just went to contract. The property is beautiful, but now it's that last 9 yards. So let's do some explanation for the new Capricorns and Crosswatchers, and we'll dive into the divination. If you've heard it all before, feel free to jump ahead, because here we go. Welcome, new Capricorns and Crosswatchers. We are doing a 7-card simple timeline, past, present, and future, using 3 Daughters of the Moon Tarot for the heart, third eye, and crown chakras. The internal world, the feminine energy, hence Daughters of the Moon, a goddess-oriented tarot. Then we will get the masculine energy, the lower 3 chakras, with the mythic tarot, relationships in the physical world. You looking at yourself from the outside, and or you from the outside looking in at people, places, and things that are relationships in the world for you, including your relationship to yourself, who you want to be and who you don't want to be in the world. That would be solar plexus. So we'll get 3 of those down. These will go face down. We'll get all 6 of those down. Look at them, past, then present, then future, and then we will end with a Matt Kahn healing mantra. So that Crosswatchers, you're welcome here, but take the opportunity to get some sympathy, empathy, insight, and understanding for the Capricorn you are cross-watching for, because regardless, we are all the common denominator in all of our relationships, groups, one-on-one, and with ourselves. So as we make happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser, more empowering decisions for ourselves in relationships, we shift to a more truthful and loving timeline, hence the path of true love. And there's a lot of videos in the description box, not all my own, about the path of true love and soul contracts and all of that, if you want to go a little bit deeper and, catch the language that I'm putting out there. So jeepers, I think that's enough explanation. Let's get to the divination. Both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will, particularly for cross-watchers, because I'm finding more and more and more from feedback that it is the cross-watcher that often shows up in the reading, in this case for the Capricorn. So both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. I'll do the best that I can to help anybody traverse, navigate the true love timeline, for the true love that conquers all, the true love that heals all wounds, the true love that breaks all curses, ancestral, societal, and otherwise, and making this just a more truthful, loving world for everybody on it. Not everybody wants to go into that timeline, and that's okay, but if you're here and you do, we're all in this together. So as one of us heals, all of us heals. Enough explanation. Please take a nice deep breath. My hair is going to do what my hair is going to do today. Still point. Still point. Here we go. A place for everything. And everything in its place, put all where it belongs. In time and space for the well-being of all and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. My beloved goddesses, 3 cards face down, simple timeline, true love timeline for the Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and their cross-watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading. Where have they been? Heart, throat, third eye, crown. Where have they been in the timeline? Where are they now? Point of power is always in the present moment, so this one's pretty key. Where they are right now in all of their relationships. These are not always necessarily romantic, but we'll see. And where are they headed if they just make the wisest, most loving, empowered choices and decisions in their relationships for this Timeless True Love Timeline read. Let's get these 3 down, face down as well, and we'll start flipping. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. A place for everything, and everything in its place, put all where it belongs in time and space, for the well-being of all and with harm to none in the true love timeline. So let it be done. My beloved gods, where has the Capricorn and the Crosswatcher collective been in the true love timeline? Lower 3 chakras, where are they now? Point of power is always in the present moment, so that's the more important than anything else. And where are they headed if they just do their best, right? Who gets it right all the time? Who crosses every T and dots every I with this stuff? That's why it's a hero's journey, a healing journey through our relationships. So where are they headed if they just do the best that they can where they're headed in this true love timeline read? Okay, we've got a court card and a minor arcana. So if you have any planets in Sagittarius, just go have a look at your chart. And even if you don't, see what house it is in depending upon your rising, right? Mutable fire, all right? You Capricorns are cardinal earth, creative earth. So it's a fire-earth relationship there. But if we look at the house in general, 9th house, this is, by the way, Ceridwen, I've heard it said a bunch of different ways. The crone of flames, Sagittarius, 9th house, energy, expansion, spirituality, ruled by Jupiter, right? Very Zeusy kind of energy, mutable fire, constantly changing, constantly shifting. And with the 7 of Swords, lower 3 chakras, there's some stealth going on here. Now, I don't always think that that's lying and sneaky. It certainly could be. But certainly I would pay attention to what's going on in your solar plexus, because your solar plexus, or, this is in the past, I'm going to say, to really, you'll know when your solar plexus does this, that you're about to cross a boundary you don't want to cross. Usually second chakra tells you when someone else is about to cross, or you cross theirs. Regardless, I believe definitely the vibe that I'm getting here is that, yeah, you had all these desires going on. I want to do that, and I want that. Ooh, I really want that, and I kind of want that, but let's have that, and then that, right? Like a menu, and that can be very creative. That's cardinal fire Aries, but expansive, right? And maybe not talking about it so much, not the high priestess, but maybe being a little selective of who you communicate. Where are you now? This is the one. Whoa, 2 major arcana. Okay, this is the most important so far. When you have major arcana card in a read like this, to me it means all of the chakras in that zone are working in unison, and you've got justice, Ma'at, the Egyptian goddess of, well, judgment and death. According to different translations of the Egyptian Book of the Dead, she takes your heart, just straight out your chest. You're already, discarnate. It's fine. And she weighs it on a scale against an ostrich feather, I believe. Again, translations may vary. And if it balances, you get to move on to the next world. If it doesn't, if it's heavier than, well, one version says your soul gets eaten by a demon. The other is that you just have to reincarnate. It's like start over, right? New life, next life in your next video game called Planet Earth, Humanity on Planet Earth. So we are talking about honesty. We are talking about integrity. We are talking about an alignment here where your head, right, truth, and your heart, love, are being balanced of your own free will. Throat chakra, willpower, right? Bringing that into balance. That feels really good as you charge ahead, or something's charging towards you with the Chariot, the light horse, and the dark horse. I call them inspiration and motivation. Like, I am so inspired to get into my new house and just start planting. I have a little bit over a half acre, raised beds and all of that, but I still have to get this plant right together, right? So to just keep the emotions moving forward, I would say lower 3 chakra, survival intuition, as well as heart, throat, third eye, crown, creative intuition. Really think about this, charging forwards with that balance, with that justice there, being just. Be just and fear not, you wild and untamed thing. Where are you headed? Oh, okay. Well, minor arcana and a page. 3 of flames. Written on the card is loyalty, and I think that's pretty good for a correlate to the 3 of wands. Really looking at your priorities, what you're willing to wait for, what you're not willing to wait for on the inside. We'll get there with the cord card, the page that's here. But it's really throat chakra. It really is chewing on something, right? There's no action taken in this point on the inside, but it can certainly be a little bit of contemplation. For me, what works, I learned this from Iyanla Van Zandt in her book In the Meantime. I say the divine first, then me, then friends and family, then work. That's the priority system that works for me. But certainly in terms of relationships, it is often wise to pull back and consider what you are willing to wait for, what you're not. Really, it's your choice is coming up here. And with the Page of Swords, I don't necessarily associate pages with people because they're messengers. They can come in any way, shape, or form. Like an email from a company is a page to me. But it is of swords, of air. So there's definitely a message coming in here. Now, the nature of that message in a general read is a little tricky because, that's why I do one-on-one readings with people. I'm having a big special for the month of October 2023. The message is coming in. If that's coming from you, then you're communicating, hey, I'm chewing on this. Right where I am right now, particularly right now, if you charge forward, you might be in your momentum, and this relationship could have some communications going on there that make you really step back a little bit and go, okay, where is my ultimate loyalties? What is my priority list, right? Because what we do is we're taught by society to do work first, then friends and family, then take care of ourselves, and then the divine. Now I lay me down to sleep. I ask the Lord my soul to keep if I should die before I wake. Hey, let's teach that to kids, why don't we? That'll help them sleep, right? No offense, I was raised with that. No, the reverse actually works. So, the Page of Swords could be prayer, although I would put other cards there. So, interesting read. I mean, 2 major arcana right smack dab in the middle of this, where you are now. Oh, and it would make sense with the 7 of Swords in the past, right? To the Page of Swords in the future as you move ahead. That makes sense. All right, let's get our last card down, the MatCon Healing Mantra. Wake up, Crosswatchers. Here's your opportunity. Work the mantra. Whether or not you see yourself in this can't hurt, right? These really work if you work them, and I know all of them by heart, just not what's written in the bookie book, because that's a lot of words. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. A place for everything. Ooh, and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space. Definitely a message coming in over here. For the well-being of all, and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. My beloved Ascended Masters, what is the perfect healing mantra to help the Capricorn and the Crosswatchers make the happiest, healthiest, wealthiest, wisest, most loving, empowered decisions, navigating the true love timeline, because they're coming from a place of Sagittarius energy, mutable fire on the inner. That's like already at a gallop, right? It's also like a wildfire. She kept calling wildfire, but maybe not audibly with the 7 of Swords. A little stealth, a little self-preservation, a little being very picky and choosy about who they share what to. Because where they are now, Justice on the inner and the Chariot on the outer, Ma'at and Aries, quite the combo here, that they can really bring themselves into alignment here with this mantra and move forward, balancing their motivation and their inspiration, bringing them to a consideration in their future of their choices and decisions, their loyalties, as this Page of Swords presents itself as intellectual, mental messages, maybe literal text messages and stuff, to them and from them. What is the perfect healing mantra to help them navigate the true love timeline, for the true love that conquers all, for the true love that heals all wounds, for the true love that breaks all curses, past life, ancestral, societal, and otherwise, for the well-being of all and with harm to none, as we will it, so let it be done. Rewriting the subconscious. I love this one. The more I embrace feeling good, the less often I will feel bad. That's how you jump a timeline. Now, that's not using spirituality to bypass the uncomfortable emotions. No. That just feeds the shadow, and then it sneaks up on you when you're tired, and you say and do horrible things, and that's everyone on planet Earth since jump. So don't take it personally. Don Miguel Ruiz, please pick up the courtesy telephone. I'm going to read you this from Matt Kahn's little bookie book here, because this one really works. But the mantra helps you to remember to do it, right? The more I continue, the more I embrace feeling good, the less often I will feel bad. When the subconscious is rewritten, you are able to feel good on a regular basis, regardless of the way life unfolds. That's called inner peace, right? Definitely feeling better and feeling better. In rewriting the subconscious, you reverse the gravitational pull of conditioning to become more familiar with the virtues of goodness. And I have to stick a pin in that, because this is important. When we're talking about the gravitational pull of conditioning, those are those ancestral patterns and curses and societal stuff that we incarnated into. That's not the truth of who we are. That's part of the character description before we ever drew a breath, right? That's why you don't have to take all this stuff so damn personally. As goodness becomes more known, the opposite vibration of negativity can become a less frequent visitor in your reality. This mantra is ideal for relieving guilt. Helpful, right? Releasing shame. Guilt as I've done wrong, shame as I am wrong, or there's something wrong with me. And finding joy in new beginnings, which could very much be indicated, at least as a message of that coming. while you are charging ahead. Really, I think staying in balance, right? Ma'at, justice on the inside. You're being a hero, not a villain, right? A hero on the path of true love here, garnering your forces, moving fast. I mean, unless this is coming towards you, I find that major arcana are places, symbolic, like we're in a stage in our life, right? The court cards, the people, and the minor arcana, the things that happen on stage, as it were. So let's put this together in a blessimation, blessing and a summation. I love that word. And then we'll talk about cool stuff when at the end of it, although I've often commented on what I see here, even at the end of that. So one last time, please take a nice deep breath. Still point. I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine on behalf of the Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and their cross-watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading. May they be blessed with all that they need to make the wisest, most loving, most empowering choices and decisions in their relationships, navigating the true love timeline, coming from a place of Sagittarius on the inner. A bit of a gallop already going on the inside, but Seven of Swords on the outer. Maybe there was some stealth and some secrecy and some selectiveness about who and what was communicated there, bringing them into the present moment of that justice. Whatever they did got them here. Worth it, right? And they can embrace feeling good, their heart balancing or lighter than a feather with the Chariot, inspiration and motivation channeled forward, moving them forward, or that coming towards them, where they will have the ability once again to perhaps step back, go within, assess their loyalties. What are they willing to wait for? What are they not willing to wait for? As this message issues from or sallies toward them, so that they can rewrite the subconscious, because the more they embrace feeling good, the less often they will feel bad. And may they be blessed with all that they need to heal, to grow, to learn, to evolve, to make the wisest, most loving, most empowering decisions for the true love that conquers all. Aries in the Chariot. For the true love that heals all wounds. For the true love that breaks all curses. Reincarnational, ancestral, societal, and otherwise. For the well-being of all. And with harm to none. As we will it. So let it be done. So mote it be. So it is. Tingle, tingle, tingle. You could still be with harm to none and be fierce. Did you like the reading? Hit the thumbs up. If you did, helps other Capricorns and their cross-watchers find it. Want more of me here on YouTube? Oh, please do subscribe. I'm having a field day doing this, and I've been doing it for a while too. And then do check out Patreon. Oh, doing such cool stuff over there. They're getting a lot of behind-the-scenes content. They're getting an invitation to my house the week before I leave to come and ransack the place of everything that I am giving away. There was a chandelier up there, beautiful glass and brass thing. Gotta give it away, not taking it with me. No room for it in the new house, right? As well as a lot of them are actually coming over for private sessions here at the house, the ones that live locally, but you know, that's open to all of them all the time. With the simple Patreon message, we book it. And yeah, the daily check-ins have really kept me going through all of this. I highly recommend them. And you can check us out for 7 days as a seeker or a human. You can follow us for free and get the public content as well as the store is there for everybody to shop. Words of grace, spell ingredients, and a bunch of audio content like prayers and meditations. If you want me to talk you to sleep, it can be done. If I'm going to talk you, wake you up, I can do that too. And I love it. Best career move I ever made. I have a true love relationship with Patreon. So click the link, check it out. Go Patreon on Patreon with the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons, that you can just call meow. And if you want to book me for a private session, I'm still taking clients. I'm going to be running a special in October. I'm going to be doing readings at the Magic Moon in Saratoga Springs on Phila Street, Phila, setting all of that up. There is a link in the description box to a video called Booking a Private Session with Mal. Booking private sessions with Mal explains it all for you. Spiritual counseling. books, reading, Zoom recorded, in person, all of that. What I charge, although a discount will be in the time of this timeless recording for the month of October 2023-ish. Everything you need to see is on there, and I've never turned anybody away because the lack of finances, never. The gods would snatch my skills away overnight because where there's a witch, there's a way, and I'm a witch, so there's a way. So book me if you wanna. I can sometimes book a client in less than 24 hours, yeah? I almost snapped the thing away that I already snapped, but it's been that kind of process. So this has been very therapeutic for me, doing this always is. So thank you so much, my beloved Capricorns. I have a massive crush on Capricorns in general, so hang in there. You can do this. I mean, point of power is always in the present moment. Thank you, Louise. Hey, well, other people have said it. So have at it. Embrace feeling good. You'll feel bad less often, and if I can help, let me know. Wishing you all the very, very best and the very, very blessed, my beloved sea goats. Hang in there. Heal. Hail. Farewell. And blessed, blessed be.